Remember when everyone would ask you when you were little, what do you want to be when you grow up? And now we're grown up and don't know what we're doing with our lives? Hi, my name is Madeline, and I am a college and career life coach. I help high school students, college students, and other young adults navigate the confusion that is life after graduation. Whether it's choosing your first career path or changing to a new career path, I am here to help you figure out what it is that you are doing with your life. So, welcome, get comfortable, and let's hang out together. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me. I love talking to you guys. So let's dive in. Today, we are getting back to our FAQ series where basically I'm answering a bunch of college and career related questions. So today's question is: as a high school student, did you feel prepared for college? Academically, yes, I felt prepared for college. Now, granted, I was scared because I thought the classes were going to be a lot harder than high school. Naturally, you would think that, right? Because you're stepping up your education. And so I was like, these classes are going to be super hard. But when I got to college, some of the classes were super hard, but some of them were literally a joke. Kind of like high school. I mean, I feel like high school was the same way. Some classes were serious, other classes were a joke. In college, it was bad enough that I was like, okay, why am I paying tuition to be in this class? This is literally a waste of time. Now, I didn't necessarily feel prepared to move out and live on my own, like from the room and board and like the college experience aspect. I wasn't necessarily prepared to do that, but I feel like I was ready for it. Like nothing about high school technically prepared me for that, but I was ready for it. I was ready to take that next step. Luckily, I went to high school with my college roommate. So I already knew who I was going to be rooming with. That took off a lot of the pressure. I was super excited to be rooming with her, super excited just to be on my own for the first time and be around a bunch of people my age living together and having fun. So I made a smooth transition from high school to college, right? I finished my freshman year and I was doing good, honestly, and I was excited to come back and continue my education. But I had been sick with a chronic illness half of my time in high school, and it followed me into college. And my last semester as a freshman year, really close to the end of the semester, I finally got a diagnosis. I had been waiting years to get a diagnosis, and I finally got it. I tested positive for Lyme disease. And now, at that point that I knew what I was sick with, I could continue to pursue treatment. I started getting treated for Lyme disease over the summer. And then when I started my sophomore year, I was still getting treated, starting my sophomore year classes. And it was a lot. It was really hard. I was having trouble keeping up. I was struggling with my work life balance because I felt like my health and my rest were taking a big chunk of the time and I couldn't get a whole lot done productivity wise. And I ended up dropping out after that semester. I couldn't have predicted that that was going to happen, but even if I could have, I don't know that there was anything that I could have done differently. I did my best with the cards that I was given, but high school did not prepare me to be completely uprooted from plan A and not have a plan B, because I definitely did not have a plan B and I feel like I should have. I felt prepared for college itself, but I wasn't necessarily prepared for the things that life had in store for me. And I kind of struggled with that. High school prepared me academically, but I was never told that it was okay to drop out. I was never told that it was okay to take time off. Like, I was told that it was okay to take a gap year, but really nothing aside from that. So I felt bad for having to choose to take a semester off in the middle of my education. And I was really never told that it was okay to take a path that was outside of the normal quote unquote going to a university and getting a bachelor's degree. So I took my semester off. I focused on my health and I ended up applying to a medical trade school here in Charlotte, and I had never even heard of it. I thought trade schools were only for construction related jobs or like automotive, like mechanic, those types of jobs. I didn't know they had trade schools for stuff in the medical field. The thing is, though, I didn't even want to go back to college in the first place. I was not planning on going back to my bachelor's. I was not passionate enough about what I was doing there to end up going back. I was tired. I had been sick for years. I just wanted to rest. I wanted to go into the workforce and just call it a day. I wanted to get my life started and just not go back to college and start working. Prior to enrolling in that medical trade school, I was looking for jobs that would take a high school diploma and provide for me so that I could move forward with my life and get started. But that process still was stressful for me because number one, I didn't know what I liked and what job I would actually be good at and what would be a good fit for me. Number two, I didn't even know what to look for in a job or what benefits were best. And I guess that goes back to what I talked about in my other episode where I talked about I feel like high school and college didn't prepare me for the real world because that, is something that I feel like people should talk about. Even after I graduated from my medical trade school and got into the real world, like I didn't know what benefits to look for. My teachers basically had to walk me through it, but even then, like they didn't tell me a whole lot about it. So it was just kind of me asking my manager a bunch of questions, trying to understand what these different benefits are. But anyway, going back to what I was talking about, the x ray program was even harder than my college classes at my university, and that I was also scared about because I was like, "Oh, I could barely keep up with the classes at the university. If this program is more focused and it's harder and more challenging, am I going to make it?" But thankfully, at that point my health was getting a little bit better. It was a subject that I was actually interested in, and I like trade schools because you don't waste time taking classes you don't need. Like you go in and you take all the classes that you need for your specific field of study and you get out of there. And then a lot of the classes that I took as prereqs were classes that I took in high school too. So that made it a little bit easier on me. I was able to study and time manage. I took those habits that I had formed, the studying habits and the time management habits from high school, and used them at my university, and then took what I developed there and used them at my trade school. So these habits that I developed in high school, I was able to apply them to my college experience at both schools, and that played a huge role in my success. I say all this to say you never know what course of events are going to happen. You can't prepare for the random things that life throws at you, so try to keep an open mind. You never know when you may feel the need to change your major, the need to change your career path, or the need to completely drop out altogether, like I did. It's okay to take a semester off. It's okay to change your career path. It's okay to never go back if you don't want to. It's okay if you have no idea what you're doing. It's okay to completely start over. It will eventually become clear to you. I wasn't going to go back, but I found an option that I thought would work out for me, so I decided to give it a shot. It did serve me for a while, but I didn't like it long term. It didn't work out, and I decided to change my career path altogether once again. And that's okay. I feel like in high school, they do not normalize that. I feel like it's expected of you to choose one path and stay with that forever, or it's expected for everybody to at least take the path of going to a 4 year university, getting that bachelor's degree, and then going to get either further education or get into a job in your field. That seems to be like the expectation for all students, unless they go to a trade school or if they go to a community college, they're normally expected to transfer. And I just feel like this certain path is projected onto people, and there are little to no variations of it that are normalized. You can do anything that you put your mind to. You can be successful without college. You can be successful with college. You can get that doctorate if that's what you want to do. You can become successful and grow your own business and become an entrepreneur without going to college if that's what you want to do. That's what I'm doing. Whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. No matter how hard or how scary it is, you can do it. So, to go back to the question we started with, did I feel like high school prepared me for college? Academically, yes, I felt prepared. From the standpoint of navigating life and figuring out how to go through life after what it was throwing at me, dodging the punches of life, so to speak, no, I did not feel prepared for that. I also, like I mentioned in my episode about college not preparing you for the real world, I also don't feel like high school prepared me for the real world, and college really didn't either. Like, there was a lot of practical adult stuff that I could have at least been told once or twice in high school that I had to learn on my own. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're kind of like me, you're going to school, you're following the expected path, but you know deep down that it does not feel right for you. Or maybe you haven't chosen something yet. Maybe you are approaching time to choose a career and apply to colleges, and you're not feeling college, or you're not feeling a certain career path that someone is projecting on you, or you're just not sure what you want to do after high school and you kind of want to take a break to figure it all out. Whatever area you are experiencing confusion in, I have felt it too, and I'm here for you. Maybe you're in the wrong major and you want to try another school or another major or another career path altogether. I'm here for you. We can work through this together. You don't have to waste another semester not pursuing the path that you want. I can help you have the hard conversations with your parents if that's what you need. I can help you explore different career paths. I can help you explore different colleges. I can help you explore different programs. I can help you figure out if you actually want to go to college or not, or if the career path you're thinking about is actually going to be a good fit for you. If you would like to have a conversation with me about your current situation, you can book my free 30-minute call. Just because you book that free call does not mean you have to enter into coaching. All you do is click the link in the show notes with more information about coaching. You'll go to that link, you'll see the sign up link, it'll take you to where you can schedule a call with me. We'll get on Zoom, talk for 30 minutes about what your current situation is, what you're currently struggling with, what you would like to get out of this conversation together, and what your end goal is. And we will formulate a plan to get you closer to that goal. We will do the work. I will listen to everything you have to say. I will ask you important questions that will help you reflect on your choices and your desires and your interests. And we will come to a conclusion together that will best fit you and promote a life of fulfillment for you. So if you are ready to take that step, you can find the link below in the show notes. I would be happy to talk to you again. No commitment required if you are just wanting to try before you buy. Otherwise, I'm on social media at Madeline Swan LLC across YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me there. I post bonus content on this topic throughout the week. So make sure you give me a follow and like a couple of videos. Comment, let me know you're watching. I love to interact with you. If you have any questions for me personally, or you just want to give me some podcast topic ideas that you want to hear about, you can email me, madelineswanllc@gmail.com. That is MADELINE swannllc@gmail.com. Until next time, guys, stay safe and let's hang out again soon.